So TPL, ThankGod Property Limited, is bringing to you TPL investment arm. Yes, TPL investment, and you get 12% of the value you invested, and you still get a property worth that value. So instead of you to be delaying, instead of you to keep on procrastinating, this is an opportunity, this is a period of time for you to key in immediately. Key in immediately. What makes you a smart investor is the ability to see opportunity and going immediately. Yes, going immediately for this opportunity. Welcome to another episode of the TPL series. The TPL series is powered by ThankGod Properties Limited, and in this series, we've been sharing different values, different things when it comes to real estate. Yes, from scam down to development, on the development, and things you should watch out for before you invest in real estate. So, in today's series, today's series is actually one of the amazing series. Yes, and in today's series, we're going to be looking at investment far beyond the return, investment for value and stability. And like we've always been doing it in TPS series, yes, we've not been the only one person. We've not been the only person that has been anchoring this session. Yes, in TPS series, we've been doing it with different guests. And today we have an amazing guest, someone that have been on TPS series for a period of time. Yes, someone that have been giving out value. Yes, and today with me is no other person than Mrs. Wincy.
Thank you
You're
for having
welcome.
me. Thank you. You're welcome to TPL Series.
Thank you so much, ma, for always being our guest.
It's a pleasure.
Yes. So, like I said earlier on, we are moving over to our discussion for today, and we are looking at beyond return investment for value and stability. You know, when people actually talk about investment, the first thing people focus on is on the profit. Everybody actually look at the profit, but far beyond the profit, what is investment for value?
Okay, yes. Like I said, thank you very much for having
you.
me. Investments to the ordinary Nigerian to them is a get rich quick program. That's why most of them have fallen for scammers and all of that. Let me emphasize that this investment we are talking about, especially when it concerns real estate, is not Ponzi.
It's not Ponzi.
It's not Ponzi. And for you to, investment, we're talking about investment far beyond the returns, right?
Yes.
You have to be deliberate, intentional about your investment. It's your finance we're talking about.
Your hard
so far beyond the profits, immediate profits, yes, you need to be intentional about it. That's why some people, smart people, they can invest in something today and get the results many years because they've already calculated, they've already planned themselves. So being intentional about your investment is you being deliberate about your finances. You want to gain financial security. It's all about planning. It's all about being intentional that, well, this is it. I know the pros and cons. If I do, this is what is going to yield me in a couple of years.
Yeah.
So if you're not intentional about it, if you're too greedy, yes, if you're too greedy and you fall for unrealistic promises, that's when you're being scammed. That is definitely not investment.
Yeah.
So investment beyond profit is you being intentional about where you are investing. You understand? And what you're actually doing. And you not even understanding anything. You're not being deliberate. You're just falling for things that you don't even understand.
Yeah.
That means it's and especially it's not a get rich quick something. Like we've had cases where people will say, oh, when you do this in 2 weeks, in 1 week,
you're going to get this amount of
100%,
even more than double of what you've invested.
That's not what you're talking about. So
it's just like someone saying to you that if you invest 1 million in less than 2 weeks time, you're going to get 5 million.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it will shock you that some Nigerians, if you bring it out today,
immediately,
they will still fall for that.
You know, people don't actually watch out for the stability when it comes to investment.
Yeah.
They just want to look at the profit. What I'm going to get from, get risking. They want to just earn it. Let me just earn it. I'm tired of working, actually. So they just want to earn it immediately. So to an investor now that want to invest, person want to go into investment and he's not watching out for the value. So what should he look out for so that it will not be like as if he's looking at a short term something, looking at the stability, the long term value of it.
Okay, let me just say, I think the basic thing you should do as an investor is to understand the investment package or scheme you're about entering into. You must, that's communication is key and knowledge is profit.
Knowledge is
So
profit.
you must know the pros and cons. You must understand the terms and conditions of this investment. What do I stand to benefit in either it's long term or short term? You must understand everything and do not fall for unrealistic promises.
Unrealistic promises.
Of course, we know that the country is
a bit hard.
It's well. Like the things, everything is on the increase. I know a lot of people want means of survival, but that doesn't mean that you should fall for unrealistic promises. Yes. So for you an investor, and also check out for testimonials of people that have participated in such schemes or some investment schemes. You understand? Yes. People's testimonials, and check over time, has it been sustained? When did you start it? You understand? So it goes a long way to show, oh, this is real. Because a lot of people do it a month, 2 months, maximum 3 months, and they fizzle out. Right? So you must check out the how long it has lasted. Yes. Check out the testimonials of people who have also been a part of this scheme. It goes a long way to show you that this is it. And check out the promises and what you stand to gain.
What you stand to gain.
And like I said, don't fall for big promises that are very, very unrealistic. So don't be greedy.
Don't be greedy.
Don't be greedy. That's why I said, for it to yield, you must be intentional about your finance. Don't fall for anything. It's not it doesn't work that way. So that's
investment is in two ways, not just only to the investor, but to the company that is actually providing this package. Yes. Because it's business.
It is. At the end of the day.
In as much they should be looking at the what the promises and everything, by so doing, they should also look at what the company has to gain from it. Because I feel in this aspect, someone telling someone that you should invest 1 million in less than 2 weeks time, you earn 5 million. And you don't know how this company wants to utilize this 1 million in giving you this 5 million. And they're telling one person, they're telling the second person, they're telling the third person. Are they using the second person money to give me this 4 million in return and 5 million? 4 million in return, that is 5 million thereabout or whatever. So you also check out the company like in two ways.
So what did they stand to gain?
Yes, what they stand to gain. Even though you don't know everything, but to an extent, you should know what they stand to gain.
Okay, I would say it's a symbiotic relationship. Yes. So you gain from me, I gain from you. But that's a simple truth.
Realistic enough.
Yes. So I'm going to talk about the real estate industry. Okay. I'm talking about the investment arm. Let's be honest. If you're running an investment program or scheme for your investors, it's just a way, because a lot of people have this money, this finances to spare. Yeah. So instead of you living a stock up in the bank, doing nothing, yielding nothing for you, so it's best that you invest in real estate. Sometimes you call it land banking. But on the flip side, we have other things that you could do with it. So if you invest in a real estate company, let's assume that we are running an investment scheme for a particular property, for instance. If you invest as a smart investor, what would the real estate company do? What do we stand to gain? Now that's what I'm trying to explain. Okay. So we use this resources, this finance, to create value.
Yeah.
Create value in that particular place. Raise it still for the investor. At the end of the day, you see that, because I have seen countless times testimonials of people who they're even looking for developers, trusted developers to invest to it, because they know that in a couple of years I'm going to get more. So why am I just keeping this money?
The money I'm not using it. Yeah.
Ask yourself, what will the developer do with it? They will use it, develop the property. At the end of the day, by the time you're ready to get the returns, you're going to get a massive return.
Massive return.
Do you understand? Massive return. So, however you look at it, as far as you're working with a trusted developer, you're going to get good return. So it's not, your investment is totally safe, and it's not something that you'll be seeing it because you know it. Of course, you'll be taking for fiscal site inspection. You're looking at your investment.
You're seeing the value.
You're seeing the progress. Yeah. So that's it. That's it. So the developer uses the finances to develop the property, and just it's a win-win for both of them.
It's a win-win. So just like she said earlier, check out the what you are investing into. Check it out very well before you actually invest. But we know we are still in our country, Nigeria. In as much we will still talk about what to check out, check out, check out, there are still some citizens that will still fall into this trap of wrong investment. So I would like to know, like, what are those common mistakes that they make all the time? Because there was a period of time a scam was trending. A lot of persons fell into it. When they caught that this is a scam, and then another one came up again, and it's the same method, the same pattern they are using. A lot of persons still fell into it. So, what are the mistakes they should look out for?
Okay, they said talk is very cheap, right?
Yeah.
So and don't allow anyone sugarcoat their words, and kind of lure you into something you're not, or I don't know how best to. Don't get so excited that you don't do your due diligence
Due
before you
diligence.
invest. Do you understand? Because we like in some other, I think some of I think our past episodes we talked about, especially it's Christmas, and if you just
Yeah,
next month
yes, it's
the jingle
Christmas.
bells are already
It's ringing already.
yes.
Yeah,
So a lot of promises, a lot of packages. Oh, like I
people
said,
want to travel. Actually,
people
they
want to
need
travel,
money.
and they need bags of rice.
Yeah,
They need chicken. They
no
need
wedding will happen this Xmas.
hey wedding and birthdays,
So they need
weddings.
something that will
Yes.
just bring out that money quickly in less than 1 month.
And should I shock you?
Yeah, shock me.
Nigerians are, I'm sorry to say, but people are hungry.
Of course,
People
naturally.
are hungry, they want bags of rice. So imagine you're being promised bags of rice, chicken, goats,
Yeah.
and all of that, and you're carried there, you just carry your money
You invest it immediately
without proper
without proper investment.
investigation, no due diligence. So what you check out for is they've told you, they've promised you this, they've shown you, they've told you everything you need to know about that investment. You need to do your background check.
Your background
Go
check.
and do your due diligence. Check the brand you're working with. First of all, are they registered
Are you
with the
registered?
Corporate Affairs Commission? Do they have all the necessary certificates? Like I said before, check the testimonials of people, check their
Previous
track
clients.
records.
Yeah.
You don't just carry your hard-earned money that you've been saving up from January 2025, or God knows when you started saving, to just throw it away like that.
No,
So you
no.
must do your due diligence.
Due diligence.
Understand the brand you are working with. Don't fall for the promises. Don't fall for the juicy returns and all of that. You must do your due diligence, because at the end of the day, you don't want to lose your hard-earned money.
Let's be honest. Everyone has that single story that stings a little. You know the story, right? That land you were shown many years ago, you saw it, you liked it, but you said, let me think about it. Today, that same area is filled with a lot of houses, businesses. It's a bustling city with lots of success stories. And whenever you drive by, a little voice whispers in your ears, it could have been me. That's how opportunity works. It doesn't wait till when you're ready. It only rewards those who move with vision. And guess what? Another great opportunity is here for you again at Aleto, Rivers State, inside the NMPC estate, just beside Gulf Estate. And it is called the Sapphire Court. This is a premium estate designed for those who don't want to make the same mistake twice. Guess what? Sapphire Court gives you everything from strategic location to growing neighborhood, verified documents, and the assurance that comes only from ThankGod Properties Limited, a brand built on trust. So don't make the same mistake twice. Go ahead, move early, be smarter, get a plot in our Sapphire Court today before this information makes it to the headline. If you want to get a beautiful plot and be one of the first beneficiaries, go ahead and book your site inspection today. So if you want to be one of the first smart investors to own a plot in our Sapphire Court today, go ahead and click the link below.
don't want to lose your heart.
I know things are Nigerians. Well, please do the right things. That's all I can say. Yes.
You know, actually, what came to my mind, you know, when you're telling Nigeria now, do your due diligence. Sorry to say, I will just say 20% or 30%. That sometimes they're lazy to do their due diligence. So by so doing, they want to check out. They don't want to do investment. They just believe, let me be keeping my money. Let me be keeping.
If you're keeping your money too, at the end of the day, it's not yielding anything.
It's not yielding anything.
It's not yielding anything. But that's what we call these people smart investors.
Yeah. You have to be smart. Yeah, it's not about you keeping that money. It's not about you keeping that money. And not smart before you invest, just like you say, do your due diligence. Do your due diligence. But some people actually lack this patience. Yeah. They lack this patience when it comes to investment. And because they don't like you use an instant about investing and buying a property, and few years to come, you are yielding that result. No, some persons lack this patience. But how patience comes to play when it comes to investment?
Okay, like I said,
Especially in real estate.
Yes, you don't have to be greedy. You don't have to be greedy. Let me explain something to people who don't understand what being smart means. We've seen a lot of cases where some clients will come and say, "Oh, I want to get a property in, let's say, in an already developed area for like say 3 to 5 million." It's not possible.
It's not possible.
It's not possible. Then you're thinking about your neighbor who has a property in that same location. Do you know when that your neighbor bought that property?
Yeah.
He or she might have gotten it when it was still bush. And he had to wait all these years
before they even start building, developing it.
But do you know that, funny enough, ironically, recently we see that the developments are not as, it doesn't take that long again because of the population is increasing.
Exactly.
Development is going fast. So the places you're calling bushes today are already developed. Some persons will say they don't even have villages again. That development is everywhere. Do you understand?
I've sold on his land.
Yes. So you're talking about short-term and long-term investment. I know some persons are very, very impatient when it comes to investment. But like I said, it depends on the people, the brand you're working with. Some of them are short-term. But it still boils down on how the investment scheme have packages. So are you ready to invest? Are you ready to pull out that kind of money for investment? If you like, we have the ones we call land banking now.
Yeah, land banking.
Yes. So and those ones is good to buy in acres. Just buy it and keep. The I don't know why Nigerians are so impatient. They want 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
2 weeks.
But it doesn't work that way. You can give yourself, let's say, from 6 months. It's fair enough.
It's fair enough.
It's because I've had people that will keep their money in about 2 years, 3 years. It's just lying fallow there without anything. But what if you pull that money and invest in profitable real estate and gain money? Do you understand? So it's not, like I said from the onset, it's not a get rich quick program. Exercise little patience. Don't be greedy. That's all I have to say. That's just it.
Don't be greedy. But in land banking now, I will ask you, what preferable year should they wait before they actually sell the land? That's if you want to go into land banking.
Okay.
Land banking.
Yes.
What preferable year?
Okay. For instance, in ThankGod Properties Limited, February last year, our campus layout sold for 499,000 naira. February last year. Do you understand?
Yeah.
This is December.
This is November.
Sorry, this is November 2025.
Yes.
The property is selling currently for 2 million naira.
2 million. There's a profit in it.
Yes.
A huge one actually.
So a year and some months, you're making
1.6.
Yes. Do you understand?
But in that 1.6, land banking, we used to advise the client to still sell it off immediately.
It's your choice.
It's your choice.
That's why.
That's your own choice. I want to know your own choice.
My own choice is that if I had an opportunity to get a property for like that amount when it was 400,000, I won't get just one plot. I'll get many plots. So if I have a financial trade, I can just liquidate 2 or 3 plots, and I still have the other ones
more.
You understand, increasing the value for me. So when you tell people these things, they don't understand till they start seeing another person's result. They are like complaining, but you had the same opportunity, you didn't utilize it. So that's it.
Yeah. Okay. So investment, we know that there's risks that comes with investment. We will not change the fact that winners when they do their diligence, there's risks that comes with investment. But how does one balance between risks and security in the investment decision?
Okay, risk, and there's life itself, they say, is even a risk.
Life is risk.
So we have rates everywhere, investments inclusive, because you might just plan out the package and everything, the scheme, and at the end of the day, for due to unforeseen circumstances, you don't meet up again. But one thing you should know that this thing affects in real estate, it affects the developer more because you have a brand to protect. You don't want to
Lose anything.
yes, you don't want to hurt your client. So the risk is more with the developer. Do you understand? Because you
Yeah.
need to live up to your promises. So even if you're not getting the value you anticipated, you still have you have that responsibility of satisfying your clients. You have that responsibility of meeting up, you understand, with all the promises so that you don't come off as a scammer in quote, right? So of course there are risks, unforeseen circumstances, when in the real estate industry, even when it comes to real estate, developers
So many
face
risks.
a lot of challenges. You understand? They face a
Yes.
lot of challenges. But how ready are you to
To
attack this
handle the
thing, to
risks.
handle it
Yeah.
when it comes? So there are risks, of course, and but more I can say it comes, it's more on the developer.
Non-developer. And even to the investor, I would suggest that don't actually invest on a high level of risks you can't take.
Yes,
Yes, high level of risks you can't take. Yes, don't invest in it. In high level of risks you can't take. And investment actually is broad. We have
it is.
different kind of investment. We have forex, we have crypto, we have different kind of investment. But to real estate now, real estate is described actually as a tangible investment.
It
This
is.
is a tangible
It
investment
is.
you can see.
It
Yes.
is.
So why is that? I've met somebody that say instead of me to invest in real estate, I actually invest in, let me just use the word the person say crypto or get this instead of me investing it. So why is it having a physical access very, very, very powerful when it comes to wealth
Okay,
building?
let me say that people are different, choices and all of that. Some persons love real estate, some other, but even people who do investments, it's a struggle that they don't even just invest in one thing, different things. You
It's
understand? So
about
real estate has just, I'm saying it because this is my field and I love it. It's tangible, it's realistic, it's so glaring. You're seeing it every
yeah,
day. Even the crypto you talked about, when we talked about risks, you know their risk is the risk there
yes,
is still
it's
huge.
still huge,
So there's no
very
business.
huge,
There's nothing that
extremely
doesn't come with
huge.
all of them. They come with risk. So, but
Yes,
I prefer this other one that
it's tangible. You have
it's
seen
tangible.
it. You have
It's
seen it.
it's
You don't need
glaring.
to wait if the president is out, but
Like
you
I
don't
said,
need to
that's why
have heart
in our previous in our previous series, I said, even if you get a property
attack.
and you really have your document, it's legally
Yeah,
yours.
it's legally
Even
yours.
if tomorrow there's a challenge, probably the government wants to use it because you talked about government, and that's why
Yes.
you will be duly compensated. But if it's let me not run any other business, but that's
No,
just
no,
it.
no, no. I just
Real
feel
estate
like
is
saying this. I
tangible.
just feel like saying,
Yeah.
real estate comes with more peace. Yes, it
Yes.
comes.
Yes.
It comes with more peace. Just
Yes.
imagine. I have some set of persons. Whenever we see some news that, let me say, the American governor is doing, American president is actually imputing one law
Law.
thereabout the heart is beating. Sorry to say that. That is
But that's
beating.
the truth.
But real estate, whether the naira is appreciating or whatever that is happening, it doesn't affect. Rather, it even give more value to the land.
Okay, let's assume that you don't have the finance to develop your property. It's yours and you're hungry.
Yeah.
You go and farm there.
Yeah,
You go and farm there and eat. At least
so
be
there's someone to
alive
do. There are
and keep
different
trying.
ways. You
So
could land flipping. You
yes.
someone can actually rent the place, you park the car, forever. You get the money. Yes, but other investment is still beautiful.
It's beautiful,
Yes, but
yes.
real estate is one powerful way in building wealth. One powerful way in building wealth. Now we are ThankGod Properties Limited. This ThankGod Properties Limited, and we actually know as land investment, but the company itself is having what's called the TPL investment arm. So just wanted to throw one or two light on it.
Okay, TPL investment package is something the package we have for our clients. Over the years, we've done a whole lot of our investors, and they are very happy and excited.
Yeah.
So we have our investment package currently ongoing. So It's just like I said, let me just reiterate that everything I'm saying here is verifiable. So I'm just telling you something as a smart investor. You go do your due diligence and come back and invest with us, but you don't have all day. So this means you have to hurry while the offer is still open. So TPL investment package is a platform where you as an investor, you can invest with us in ThankGod Properties Limited in any of our properties. But note, the minimum amount you can use for this investment package is 10 million naira.
10 million.
10 million naira minimum. So you can pick any of our estates, but the minimum amount is 10 million naira. That's how you can kickstart this investment journey with ThankGod Properties Limited. And it's for 12 months. 12 months investment package for all our smart investors, existing clients and prospective clients. So for every property you buy, that's for, let's say, from 10 million naira, you will get 1% return on investment for the next 12 months. So if you buy a property from us, let's say 10 million naira today, you're going to be receiving 1 million naira for the next 12 months. So after 12 months, you stop getting the 1% return on investment, and the property is still yours.
Wow.
Do you understand? So 10 million naira benchmark minimum, sorry, that's not the benchmark, minimum investment and the amount,
Yeah.
10 million naira, and you get 1 million naira every month for the next 12 months. So you have two options. Is that you're taking the entire 12 months at once, or you're doing a monthly thing. So it's entirely your decision. Like I said, at the end of the 12 months, the property is still yours. So that's it.
So unlike some other investments that just give only ROI, yes, they just give the ROI, that is the 12%, yes. The TPL investment is giving both the ROI and like giving you a physical asset that is still worth the value of what you invest. So how does this change the investment game?
Yes, it changes everything because, like I said, a lot of people fall for unrealistic promises. But here we are just being very realistic. You're going to give you the return on investment, and then you still have your property. Imagine that you got a property in November. You started this investment in November 2025, and by November 2026, you've finished getting your returns and you still have your property. A property you bought, let's say, for 10 million today is definitely not going to be the same amount next year. So you're winning on both ways. If you still want to liquidate it, all you need to do is to notify the company that you want to liquidate it at the end of your investment package, and you're getting
present value.
Present value.
The present value.
That is huge. If you ask me, it's massive.
Getting to the present value. Now, when you say what the minimum benchmark is 10 million naira, so now what kind of investor is the TPL investment I'm looking at or is designed for?
Yes, we're only looking at smart people, smart investors. It will amaze you to know that a lot of people have saved up over the years. So we're not restricting it to the high class. You understand? Anybody, as far as you think it's something you can do, or you know someone who can leverage on this opportunity, this is just for everyone. As far as you're a smart investor, you've seen this opportunity and you want to utilize it, 10 million naira, come in and you do business with us. Get 1% every month, and we still have your property for you at the end of 12 months. So
at the end of 12 months, you get 1%, depending. 10 million is the minimum. You can actually do 100, 200, 300, because a lot of persons, and I would like you to know, they are just keeping the money over
lying
there.
They
just want to invest it. Let me just put it over there. So you still get the property, yes, what's the value, and you still get 12% of the money. So what would you say to someone who's ready to invest but is actually delaying? Yeah, there are some persons that want to invest. I've seen some persons, they have the money. I was speaking to someone, yes, the person say he has the money to invest, but the person is still drawing his leg back. The person just don't want to, but he has the money. So what do we say to someone who want to invest but they are hesitating?
Okay, I would say that I've always said that procrastination is a killer of opportunities. So especially when it comes to real estate, time is of great value. So the more you waste time, the higher the prices of those properties because it appreciates in value. So if you have that money today, my advice is just for you to come and invest already. Don't waste so much time. If you need more information, you can always walk into the office. We'll give you all the proper information. Do your due diligence so you can start already. So no need to procrastinate.
It's no need to
There's
procrastinate.
no need to procrastinate. Just start enjoying your benefits, and you don't have any time. A lot of people that said, "Ah, we invest in 2025." If you,
2025 is
this
about
is
to wrap up.
November.
It's November, and they've not still taken the first
So
decision.
there's
Yeah.
no time. There's no time.
Yes. The truth is the fact that what differentiates some Mr. A from Mr. B when it comes to investment is the fact that Mr. A took a decision. Then
Sure.
Mr. B is still delaying to take decision. And in a few years to come or a few months to come, you will definitely see the difference. Exactly. You definitely like some persons that during that period of time when GRA was a bit more affordable, a lot of persons saw into it and they actually bought from there. I was speaking with a friend and he told us that he was telling me that his father then was contemplating if he would buy from Jari, and then Jari was the amount was so affordable, extremely. I can't remember, but it was so funny. Extremely affordable. The father was just thinking, like, should I go there? Should I go there? Should I go there? And then he's now telling me that if the father had bought from that place, they would have been staying at Jari. So what just differentiates you from the other person is the decision the person made. So TPL, ThankGod Property Limited, is bringing to you TPL investment. Yes, TPL investment, and you get 12% of the value you invested, and you still get a property worth that value. So instead of you to be delaying, instead of you to keep on procrastinating, this is an opportunity, this is a period of time for you to key in immediately. Key in immediately. What makes you a smart investor is the ability to see opportunity and going immediately. Yes, going immediately for this opportunity. So thank you again, Mrs. Swins. I really want to say one or two things.
Thank you all. Like I said, procrastination is a killer of opportunities. And I know you don't want to miss this opportunity because as let's assume as a parent, what are you going to tell your children tomorrow?
Yeah.
Daddy, why didn't you invest? What would they say? So secure their future today instead of just saving up that money in the bank. Secure their future today through our TPL investment package. And like I said, if you have any story to share, this is TPL series, and we'll love to host you on this platform so that you can share your story,
Yes.
share your opinions. We'll be very, very glad to hear from you. All you need is just to send us a message or drop it in the comment section, and we will be glad to welcome you. And also feel free to share, like, and subscribe.
Yes,
and also, if they have any other topic they want us to
talk about,
talk
something
about,
that you don't understand, you can
yes,
always give it to
yes,
us.
you'll be very, very happy to talk about it. So thank you all, like Ms. Beth said, thank you for your time. Thank you for everything. Thank you for being a part of this
Thank you so
TPL
much.
series today.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for following us down to the session. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like, and don't forget to drop the comment. Till we see you next episode.
Bye.
Goodbye.